Welcome back to Farming Simulator 25 here on Oberschwaben. Still in September, episode number 7, I think we are now. Gotta remember, is this our turn in? Yeah, this is us. So, just heading over to the shop. I'm gonna take this K series. Can't remember what it's called now. I can't remember what it's called. A cultivator, idiot. Well, technically it's the subsoiler in there it comes under, so it's under subsoiler, sorry, and I'm going to basically buy that one. We're going to sell the K series and we're going to buy the Ripper, only because the Ripper's got the ability to create fields. So, and we'll need that down the line. Now, thank you very much for those of you that got in touch and talked about what we could do with those fields. Before I do anything else, before we do another single thing, huge thank you to, I'm just checking my notifications to find out who the name of the person was. It was, I've got him here, I just want to make sure, JL Frank 68, Jean-Luc Frank. Massive thank you for pointing out to me. For those of you that don't know, and I'll show you now, if we jump back to our farm and I run over here, it's very dark on my screen, but I think it's because of the clouds. So we've got the stumps either end. You can see the big stump just there up in the distance, and we've got this bit of kit by here, right? If you come over to the farm over here on 143, visit the farm and come on over to where the lime crusher, the debris crusher is. I don't know what those things do. However, if you have a look here, there's a nice little sign. To delete all objects between the fields, enter demolition mode and sell this sign. So just for the sake of it, I'm going to save it just in case something goes horribly wrong, but it shouldn't do. We'll go into this mode and demolition mode. We will highlight the little sign like so. Do you want to sell the field decorations for £24? Yes, we do. Thank you very much. Let's put our torch away, jump back to the Kubota, and we'll run back out into the field. What you'll find is the small little things have gone, right? The stump stumped. So there's a big stump there, and that is still a collision. I can't run through that. Stump over there, still there. Stump over there, up there, still there. So it doesn't get rid of the trees. It gets rid of all the little random things. So that is something at least. So my plan now is we're going to basically, I'm going to put a pigsty in. I'm quite tempted to bring it all the way across here and have this area for the pigsty. But we haven't got much money at the moment. I probably will go with open pasture or fenceless pasture, put a wall in when we got the money. And if I could do that area, and then we could bring this field across like that, make it all one field all the way down here to the stump. And for some reason, this I can't turn into field. It will not let me. It leaves it there. So what I might end up doing is doing some sort of pond up this end, just to sort of incorporate it. So it's one field with a little sort of kind of loop around there is the rough plan. But we need the other subside of this. We haven't got a... I hate the traditional plows. I really dislike them. And I know it's a me issue, but it is just what it is. I really don't like the traditional style of plough. So we're going to not go with them, and we're going to cheat it and have a subsoiler that will also create the field. It'll cost us a little bit extra, but that's okay. So let's go in here. Let's repaint it for 912, repair it for 4, and we can sell it for 10, like so. And then we can come into here, and then we could just lease this, I suppose, to save a bit of money. And that might give us enough to get the pigs, actually. Per workday, 164 per hour. Yeah, okay, let's do that then. Let's just lease it for now. What side do we go in? This side? I like this thing as well, I gotta be fair, because only uses 180 horsepower, which we've got plenty of, so no dramas. And, you know, that, as you can see there, where it unfolds, we're looking at 5 meters. The only thing I haven't done is tested whether it gives the plowed state, but on the basis that it creates a new field, I'm going to assume it does. I know we should never assume, but I'm going to risk it for a biscuit. So yeah, so we'll head back over, we'll plough up the middle of the fields, we'll plant, roll, fertilise, whatever else we need to do to that little kind of strip of land that we're going to end up creating. Chuck the grass seed in quick, and then we'll be all good. Now it may well grow at sort of different rates, that's fine. So initially it might be a bit messy, but it'll even itself out after the next kind of big cut, so that'll be fine. No major dramas there. We may be able to afford to get the pigs now. The problem is, it's kind of pointless because we haven't got the crops to feed them. I've never done pigs, so I'm gonna have to try and remember. I know they take a lot of different things, don't they? We can just give them pig food, of course, but yeah, paying top dollar for that, but not necessarily worth it. I mean, maybe if we can get a bit of money together the first year with them being piglets, we might be able to get away with just giving them pig food. Actually, we'll come into the second entrance and then drop down the little bogey road I made over here. Right then. So I know that it's not going to work up there, so I'm not even going to bother trying. This is probably just a touch wider by here than the 5 meters we want it to be. That's not the end of the world. That'll do. So allow create fields. Beautiful. Let's just do that edge there, and then this edge by here. Then we can pretty much go all the way down to that tree stump. And we will have made ourselves a nice big field. I wonder what it shows at the moment. Okay. Come on, mates, keep it straight. Oh, sorry, kick the table. Okay, I have to go up the one side. If we say tire to the tree as the marker. And then, shall we go in a bit closer? Yeah, come on. Because the edge of that field is right there where that big tuft of grass that I haven't cut is. So, if we drop this down by here. Ah, it's done the same. That's annoying. Wonder why that is. I wonder if I... Sometimes you can get chunks of these things to go away by... There we go, so that's fine. So if I tidy this up with a bit of landscaping, change that over to the circle, like so, and then just chuck a little bit of meadow grass in here, like that. Nice, 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 nice. So what now should happen is if I lift that out enough field, hold that down, and there we have it. One big field. Beautiful. BEA. Beautiful. Now we've got £22,000 still left in the bank. do we create our pig field now, or should we save it up and wait? I think save it up and wait. No rush on it. Let's try and get through the first year, get a bit more financially stable, and then maybe we'll get the pigs in early next year when there's not much going on. Right, so let's go and drop you off over here somewhere. I don't know what we're going to do about the straw with TMR situation. I mean, it's not the end of the world because we can make... no, I'm going to need that. We're going to be able to make plenty of hay and silage, so that won't be a problem. But we haven't got any straw to pad it out and try and save on it. I mean, again, not the end of the world, but not what I would necessarily have liked. Now, the good thing with this is, as we learnt hard way last time, this has got the cultivator built in. So you should be good. Have you got the front weight on you? No. Where is our weight under? Don't know. Maybe on the front of the fence, eh? Okay. Let's go and put some grass seed in, so at least it gets growing, and we'll see how we get on. Yeah, it definitely could do with the front weight. It's a bit all over the shop. I feel like it's a touch too off the ground, to be honest with you, but there we are. Right, grass selected, so let's drop it down, let's turn it on. Got that little section done there. Like the lights on, because even though it's only September, the light does seem to be fading. Line this back up. And away we go. Thank you ever so much for those of you that came to check out the Discord channel. I know a couple of you have been over there and had a little look. And we've had, I think, 1 or 2 new members as well to Discord. So brilliant. Subscriber wise, we are closing in on the 1500, which is brilliant. 1445 on the last check. Today is Saturday the 26th. I'm not paying attention mids. You need to make the most of this space, mate. So yeah, really grateful for that. If you do regularly return and watch the videos, please help the channel out. Give it a like and give it a subscribe, because that is the easiest way to help me and this channel grow. And as well, it doesn't cost you anything. I've said it before, it's funny because I've watched plenty of YouTube videos in my time, and I hear that and I don't hit the button, and I'm now really annoyed at myself with the karma. So I now go out my way to make sure I like and sub to as many channels that I think deserve it. Certainly the likes, basically anything, as long as it's an alright video and I got something from it, then it'll get a like. So really helps. So thank you very much. In terms of channel and what's going on, we've got the Pellini challenge map, the Pal Chal still running. On the fence about that one. I love it. I really love that map, and I really actually love the detail of the challenge as well, because it's quite a nice way to play the game. I have historically never really known what my my sort of style is, jumped all over the place with it, but the longer that I've been doing this as a content creator, the more I've realized that I like playing these games not entirely realistic, but quite realistic. But I also really like the smaller engines, now smaller to mid. This is probably the top end of what I get the enjoyment from, being the 200. What's in this Landini? Is it 210? Where are we? 225. It's all right. It's just right really for this sort of series. The challenge element comes in when you drop that sort of one down to 150 and things. But yeah, really enjoy it. Really enjoy it. So If you do have any thoughts on any of the series, please do let me know what you think I should do with any of them. So we've got that one now growing out of sync with these two. That's not the end of the world. It's not fertilized. Doesn't need plowing. Ah, does the whole field? Oh, yeah, it does. Of course it does. And it would technically need rolling. And see what equipment we've got over here. Right. Spreader in there. Interesting. Weeder over there. Got to remember at some point as well to do something about that random shed that's over the far side of the road over there. Anything abuse or value or interest over here? Whoops, wasn't paying attention. No, not really. Okay. Animal-wise, I think we're okay, aren't we? They got some hay still. These guys have got a little TMR. These guys we don't care about because there's 8 of them. And these little dudes got some hay. So that's fine. Right, okay. Yeah, Pence got the weight. What was I going to do? I was going to do something, wasn't I? What did I say? Fertilise. Ah, here we go. Door bingo coming up. Let's have a little look. Yeah. Nope. Nope. No. Oh, there we go. There we go. Got there in the end. Right. Hop back in here. What have we got in here? The lime or the fert? Yes, good. Solid fert. So if we change our working width 8 meters, because yeah, that'll be more than enough for us. Right, here we go. Can I get this right? So lower the side gate, lower the chain conveyor, lower side gate, right, and now yes. Whoops, that's terrible driving on wasting fertilizer. Okay, it's still got its first coat, that's the main thing. And then in terms of what we've got left to do on our farm, it's not really all that much, because just got to look after the animals, who will in turn look after us. Right. We should be good. Excellent. Excellent. So yeah, glad about that. Glad about that. It's good. And Wolfie came up with the idea for put the pond in and things like that. So again, nice little idea that. I haven't done much of that since the Calmson build I'd made. With the really big open pastures with the fenceless fencing. The fenceless pasture mod came out, and then used the little animal hack about how many pens you end up putting in. Right, let's have a little look here. Turn these lights off. Just trying to think if there's anything else we need to do on our farm. don't think there is there? Okay, any good contracts that aren't? I mean, that's pretty decent, but it's going to take a while. Then you could still borrow that equipment and go and do it. Right, I might do those two and get some money for us and then jump us into... No way. Jump us into the next month, or certainly the next day, but probably the next month. With transport 29, no way. I mean, they're not bad either, are they? But considering how close they are, we could easily go and do that one. And even that one, we've got our own... Got a Tedder, haven't we? If only we had a mod. Garage mod. This does my head in. Yeah, okay. Do we do that one then? I think we will. 2 grand, easy money. Or do we just get on? Nah, I tell you what, we'll just get on with it and we'll do this. These massive ones, where are they? Fertilizing, cultivating. So we will borrow the items on this one. Sorry, I pressed down then by accident. Borrow the items for that one. And then pretty far apart, but accept the contract on that one. Accept the contract on that one. Okay. Right, I think I will, if I hook this front weight up first, I'll go and get these done then. Might use this as an opportunity for a nice little cinematic. And then we'll move into the September the 3rd. I think 3 days is probably too much, isn't it? I think 2 days would probably be fine for us, even on ×5, but we'll see. So I'll see you once it's all done and dusted.
That's all that I really need.
Chuffin. That took a lot longer than I expected. So we're now into the 3rd day of September because we had to do the other fields and then it got too dark. So we waited until today to do this one. All good though. So let's get these done and dusted. Collect, collect, collect. Thanks very much. 17, 18 grand, is it? Or thereabouts. So not bad at all. Interesting how the field just grows back like that, isn't it? Yeah, happy days. Happy days. Some good stuff there. So, got a bit of money behind us now. I could do my bit of faffing around, I suppose, couldn't I? And actually put the pigs in, but I don't see there being much point right now because yeah, I just don't see there being much point right now because we can't really feed them, and we've got other animal problems going on over here. Oh, that's what we need to do. Job that I actually really love this map for introducing, and I haven't done it for a little bit, so best I go and do it. Let's muck out. Take that off there. A few things to talk about in general, I guess. So interesting week on creating the roleplay series. It was just an absolute ache of a job this week, just for like 21 minutes of an episode. It's just incredible, really difficult. So I'm gonna have to have a little kind of review of that and how I do things, I think. And that's just, it's entirely on me. That's like the way I do things, and because I have to use AI for the voices, so it's my voice and then I'm using AI to change it into the American tone. So yeah, I'm gonna need to do something about that. Am I not level on the deck? Yeah, I'm not even close. Go on, mids, wake up, mate. I am tired tonight, really tired. Oh, like, there's such a fine line, isn't there? There we go. Come on. Keep it going, keep it going. Wait. Easy. There we go. Nice. Out of the way, girls. Out the way. Alright, let's lock you back in. Whoop. Oopsie-daisy. Thanking you. Right. Let's go out of here. We're at 2,500 litres. Nice. We'll just chuck you straight into the trailer, I think. Bit easier than... Whoa! Can I get a weight for the back of this thing? I think it needs it. Yeah, it definitely does. Alright, let's have a look. Close that up. I don't know, I'm never very good at working out the points and stuff on these, like what needs what. So that's just a pin hitch, but I mean, can we get a weight for that? Let's have a quick look before I have a little chat with you guys about some bits and bobs. Any mods? So I'm just wondering if something like that, but that ain't gonna work, is it? John Deere ain't gonna work. These are all like tractors, aren't they? I mean that. Ah, hang on. Will that work? Because it's got a pin in it. Would that sort of one work then? So if I put, that's a 600k. They. I mean, surely they're all the same, aren't they? I mean, that's... maybe not. Oh, that's got a pin in it, but... Right, hang on. Hang on. Send you back to the shop, my friend. And then if we... I mean... It must do, mustn't it? Because that's got a pin on it, but then... Those are front weights, but we doing that. I mean, is there a Kubota weight? That one feels to me, see, like it should be. Again, front weight. Oh my god, we don't that much. Right, that definitely won't work. Alright, tell you what then, let's just try a cheapie. Let's just see if we can put that one on here. 38 quid is nothing, is it? Come on. Stop messing about. Get on with it. If you know what I should be doing with this, please let me know. Or if there's a mod that's on console. No, see, that's not going to hook up at all. And it definitely won't from that side because it's not that sort of thing. I'm sure we used to have a weight for this in 22. Maybe it just hasn't come out yet on the mods. Or I haven't got the right mod downloaded. Okay, no worries. I'll bring that back to the farm shortly. Yeah, hello. Right. Let me just have a little think. Any jobs we need doing today? So that's all done. We could start messing around with that. Cows. How are you doing? So you got 2,000 litres of hay. And 5,000 litres of grass. So you're fine. Big girls. 12,000 TMR. So you are all good. And 19,000 litres of the straw. Chickens we don't care about. Happy days. So fine. Fine. Yeah, so tough week this week with the editing and recording and the creating. Oh, that's floating in midair. I didn't realise that when I set it. How annoying. Waste of 500 quid, eh? Because it overlaps, but then if I, yeah, see. The problem of trying to set things when they don't have, that feels wrong there. But I don't want to spend like thousands on a washer. I mean, we could just put this in as 1,500. Just feels like a lot, doesn't it? That's the problem. If I chuck you there, and then let's move you over there, out the way. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, so tough times on that episode this week. First time, it's not that I was unmotivated by it, but it got the better of me a little bit. Because it was just such hard work, and then you do that hard work, and you get a couple of, like, not negative comments. I've still sort of not really hit many of those. I had one recently, but it was kind of a fair comment about one of my really much older videos. But yeah, I don't know, it's a little bit tough. But in much happier news, and again, I'm gonna thank them because their willingness just to talk things through is wicked. So I messaged Dogface, the modder responsible for, if I show you the mod, a number of different mods, but this one in particular is ruddy brilliant. The 710 series barn find, right? If you go into this, and we've got, ignore that, the rust. So all it is, they were saying basically, is a decal. So it's not like, obviously the paintwork will still degrade and chip away like it would on any other tractor over time. But for the role play element of having that and being able to do that is wicked. I think it's superb. I don't understand this, so I've asked them like about decals in terms of, could you then have like levels of rust, so you could have when you're buying it, and for the purpose of role play on console, that would be amazing, being able to choose different levels of that sort of damage look, which is brilliant, really, really good. The one thing they kind of asked me for my opinion on, I'm sort of torn on it, and I'm kind of interested to see what you guys who listen to the channel think. About basically, how do you feel about the cost of things when it comes to mods? So whether it's changing the color of things, or chrome wheels on things, like, you know, the rust on this, like, do you should you pay £1,000 more because you haven't got the rust on it? If you bought it with the rust, I guess how much would it cost to paint it? I don't know. It's like, I like it. And then what they were asking is basically, do you prefer realistic pricing of things or cheap? Now, I prefer realistic, but the issue with realistic is if there's equivalent mods for much cheaper, chances are people are just going to use the other mods that are much cheaper. So I don't know if the answer, I don't know if this is possible, but the answer for me would be to give you the option of both. So you could have, you know, rust removal. I mean, that in itself is, because it's yes and no, is difficult. I don't know whether you could then go into the same sort of thing as the wheel setup. So instead of it just being yes, no, have realistic, unrealistic pricing, and do it that way, and just because, you know, as I've said loads of times on this series, and you know, on others, one man's honey is another man's vinegar. So, you know, what works really well for me won't work for you necessarily, and vice versa. So yeah, it's an interesting one. Let me know, just so I can pass on to them, what you think about the sort of cost of mods, and what, just basically, do you prefer realistic pricing or cheap pricing on your mods? So that's pretty good for that. Oh, that's the other thing I need to talk to you guys about. Obviously, a lot of people don't want to kind of come onto the Discord at the moment. I get it, because it's behind the membership wall, which is a paywall, and I totally get it, and I've talked about it a lot previously. However, if you do follow in any way, shape or form the Riverbend series for the roleplay series, the American Dream, this week, the episode that's just gone out 29 minutes ago actually, I've put out a bit of a competition, and it's open to anyone. You don't have to be a member. You can just go on over to Discord and see all the rules there. So I'll post a link to the Discord in the on the pinned comment. It'll be in the description as well, and all I'm asking for basically is your farming simulator photos, so a screenshot of anything that you want that would be submitted to basically go into the Riverbend Bugle newspaper that starts at the is at the start of every show. Every episode. Winner will be chosen by me. All the rules are in there, and they will be more than welcome to claim a month's free membership onto the Discord and come and join us and have a bit of a chat with me and the rest of the gang that are in there at the moment. So yeah, if you want to enter that, then please head over to Discord and you can see what you need to do on there. That'd be absolutely brilliant. Live check on things. Let's have a look here. Excellent. Okay, ranking by views in the last, I don't know, how was this, the 30 days? Stats are interesting on YouTube. Doing all right over there. Let's have a look here. What can we do with this money? I'm a bit torn. I'm a bit torn. I forget we got this thing. We got some decent kit here. Do we? Do we? Keep saving and buy this field? Or do we get to work and do this? I think we should save and buy that for this year. Try and do a bit of farming on it. I mean, we haven't got a loan, have we? No loan. So if we were to buy that, I mean, what could we do with it realistically at this point? Because we can't put any crops in. Or certainly probably run out of time. We could do a barley, really, can we? Could do a barley crop in October. If I bought it now, I mean, I could do a wheat, actually. I thought it was October. It's not, is it? We're in September. Oh, come on. Let's do a bit of farming, is it? Let's play the game as I'm meant to be playing the game here. We can get the pigs next year. Let's have a look here. Finances. So just borrow 30 for a second. And then buy you. Go. Nice. So we need to turn this into a field, which is going to be interesting in itself, because I'm never very good at that sort of stuff, but we shall give it a good go. I think we'll stick with the Landini because of its additional horsepower. We could probably do with a wheat for the Landini as well, really, but let's have a look. Yeah, where's we take? I like this fence. No, come on, the fence can pull it, can't it? I'm sure it can. Fence powerful enough, isn't it? Yeah, come on. Use the fence. Did I get the engine running on this beast? I think I did. Yeah. Out we get. Good. Oh, no. I'm shoved to the wrong track there. Get in there. Come on. Go make ourselves a field. Stick a crop in the ground. Determined to do a bit more farming on this. That's the only thing with my Riverbend series. I worry that we're not doing enough farming, but it will come. It's just we need the money, and it just takes a bit of a while to the way the story has kind of gone so far to do it the way I've done it. So I don't think there's any sort of field set out in here at the moment, is there? We just have a look. Yeah, no field detected. So we're going to have to completely make this off the cuff. Now then, to be double safe, because I suck at this sort of stuff, we'll save it again, just to be extra careful. And we will create fields. Nice. If we take a bit of a higher look, and then, well, you can kind of see, like, it does look like there's a slight difference, doesn't there? But I give myself a bit of a border. I'm not going to go right to the edge and kind of make it messy for the time being. We could, I mean, yeah, I think we'll do, let's keep it simple initially, and, well, oh, don't go near that pole, mate. Blimey. If we do a barley field, I like doing barley, and then there's always an option then to get a proper chicken setup as well. I've taken that corner a bit too shallow there. I may come back and tidy that up. The problem is, right, it's like, what I'd really love to do is like something like sugar beets, but we just, you know, you haven't got, unless you've got the setup for it, it's really difficult because it's so expensive. And, you know, I never really end up, like, starting that sort of path. Oh, dear, I wasn't concentrating then, was I? I'll have to, I'll come back and tidy some of this up in a bit. But yeah, I mean, that's what I'd like to do, but Probably a bit too much of a mess, really. Right, if we just get there. Nice. Happy days. Bit of a basic outline of our field. I like it. I like it. So we can now just start doing some laps. And you get this ploughed in, and then we'll take our seeder with cultivator and put a crop in the ground. Well, I'll fertilise it, lime it and fertilise it today, because it's only 11 AM, so we should be able to get those two jobs done quite easily today. And then I'll when we get into October, I'll maybe put the crop in and re-fertilise, and when we hit October then we can do the fertilise the other fields that need it. Can't remember which ones now need that second application, but I'm sure there's a few. I tell you what I am going to do whilst I think about it is change this to 2-day months, because three is just a little too much in the winter months. I think it'd be okay when we get to like harvest months and the busy months, but October, November, December, January, we don't, certainly first year, we don't need it. So right, I'm gonna carry on and get this done. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Like I say, if you are still here and you haven't already done so, please consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel. It is the easiest way to help the channel grow, and it is also the free way to help the channel grow. Haven't put the YouTube memberships out yet. I started toying with it, but I need to have a little better bit of a better look at it this week, because it's just slightly different in what the costings and things, so I just need to have a bit of a think on that. But I will call it a day there, guys. Thank you for joining me, and as always, be happy, stay safe, and we will speak again soon. Take care.